Make money while you sleep. Let's talk about it. This video is for general purposes only. Always consult with a licensed professional before you do anything. I think the stock market and all the other investments like 401ks, ETFs, rental properties, all gonna do well in 2025 with President Donald Trump in office. Now, having said that, you want to be able to make money while you sleep. It's cool to have a job, because we all need one, right? But then you should always be thinking about what's going to happen after you stop working and what can you do while you're working. And here's some of the things that I think that might be beneficial to you, while you're working. And if you're able to, still invest, here's some of the things that you may consider. Stocks is one of them. You can buy stocks and, individual shares. You can go to like a E-Trade, Robinhood, something like that. And you can buy, your favorite stocks. Some of my favorite stocks are like Amazon, Nvidia, BlackRock, Broadcom. I got some low price stocks like DNA. GE is actually doing really well. You got like Fortnite. You can buy like shares of Gold, Google, Home Depot, Netflix, and Walmart, to name a few. Now you can buy those individually, and right now stocks are fairly pricey, but you can get some of those same stocks if you bought them in an ETF. And then this way, you're putting your money with other people and you're buying shares of it. That's a great way to do it. And then your 401k, if you're invested in the 401k right now, you should be doing pretty well. And I think next year, if America doesn't get into a big, war conflict, I think that 2025 can be a great year too. And the reason I say make money while you sleep is because you're not going to always be able to work. One day you're going to sit down, and you don't want to be house rich and cash poor. Now you're probably saying, well, Kate, what do you mean by that? What do you mean about being house rich and cash poor? Well, when you're house rich and cash poor means your house is worth a lot of money. Let's say your house is worth $300,000, right? So you probably say, well, wow, my house is worth $300,000. Yeah, but you can't tap it. And if you did tap it, you're gonna pay a big price for that. You're gonna have to refinance, and you're gonna have to pay all kind of fees to do that refinance, and then you're gonna have a bigger mortgage. And if you don't have a mortgage, well, congratulations, now you do have a mortgage. So is that the way to go? Yeah, maybe. Would I, tap into my house to take vacations and do some things around the house? It depends. The thing that you don't want to do is get yourself in more debt. And that's why I say if you're a house rich and cash poor, your house is only going to add more debt to you. Now, I'd rather be house poor and cash rich. Now, you probably say, well, Kate, what does that mean? Well, when you're house poor and cash rich, that means that if you got your investments in liquid assets like ETF, stocks, 401ks, if you're not working, because if you're working and you're in a 401k, you can only borrow off your 401k, which is good too, because they're gonna give you a low interest rate, right? And then this way, you can borrow and then just pay it back, and then you're still investing in your 401k. Some people stop investing when they take a loan from their 401k, but I would recommend it, if you can, is to continue investing while you pay back your loan. But if, let's say, if you're not working and you're in an individual 401k, then you can pull money out at will because you're not working with a company. But yeah, so I would say what I would, knowing me, what I would have did years ago. I hung around people that own real estate. They were landlords. So that was my thing. I want to be a landlord. Whereas really what I should have wanted to be is like a Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett just bought stocks of different company, corporations. And the thing about Warren Buffett was that, yeah, if you buy shares of a corporation, you now have liquid assets. See? So if you need to take money or sell something in your liquid assets, you can buy something else. Whereas if you buy a house is great to live in. I got a house I live in. I love it. I love it. And if you buy the house at the right price, you're really doing good. However, a house, yes, it goes up in value, but, it's not really a liquid asset because you got to jump through hoops to get the money out. Whereas if you buy like stocks, 401ks, ETLs, you can have your money in most instances probably within a week's time. So having said that, I wish I'd have got into stocks and ETLs and things of that sort instead of trying to be a landlord. When you're a landlord, you're not doing anything but spending money. And then what if that tenant don't pay? Now you got to carry theirs too. And then most tenants, may, live out as long as they can, maybe 2-3 months or maybe 6 months. I heard in some instances a year or two. So, that's going to tie up all your money. And then what if they tear the place up? Now you got to redo that too. So now you losing tons of money. Whereas if you put your money in the market, you can buy and sell and, move around, do whatever you want to do. See? And I would think anybody want to do that. And you're not cutting no grass. You're not dealing with no tenants. You're not shoveling no snow. You're not fixing this. You're not buying that. It's all left up to the professionals in the market. You're just putting your funds in. You don't have to have headaches. You're not arguing with people. All you do is just put your funds in, let it grow when the market is doing a bull run, and then just sit tight when it's in a bear run. So that's what I wish I would have done. Younger K, instead of being a landlord, I wish I'd have just been in the stock market, to be honest with you. You making money while you sleep. You're not doing anything. You want to go swimming, you want to go to the gym, you want to go on vacation. You can do all those things. But you got to build it up first. But once you build it up, you're good to go. So that's my take on it. Again, like I say, I think 2025 is going to be really good to investors, people that's in ETFs, because ETFs are, you can buy ETFs if you can't afford stocks, because stocks are pricey right now. Look at Home Depot, 426, Netflix at 917, Nvidia is 136, but that's not a bad price. If you just bought one share, Walmart is trading at, believe it or not, $95. So, that's a reasonably priced stock. GE is another one. And then DNA, that's at $11. So and Amazon, $227. I think Tesla is trading around 404, and then I think Sherwin-Williams is at 375. So, there are bargains out there. But again, if you can't afford to buy, stocks outright, you can buy ETFs and, you can get a percentage of that stock. And over time, that'll build up for you. But like I say, I'm not a stock broker. I'm not a stock guru and all those things. I'm just a guy that's sharing love. And like I say, it's not too late to just put a few dollars in the market. You know, I hear some people say, well, you know, you'll lose all your money on paper when the market is down. But as long as you keep your money in the market, that loss is only on paper. You know, you just don't panic and then sell when it's low. That's when you lose. And people say, well, it's gambling. Well, yeah, it depends on what you're doing. If you're buying uh, like penny stocks and what's the other one, pharmaceuticals and, you know, things like that, you might lose your shirt. But if you stick to the basics like blue chip, you know, S&P 500 and like growth funds, you know, things like that are stable and well-run corporations. And, you know, you got smart people managing these. But if you're trying to do the get rich quick scheme, well, yeah, you're going to lose money because you're taking a big risk. So that's all I have on it. Again, you know, I'm not a stock guru or anything like that. I'm just sharing the love and saying that, you know, those are some things you might want to do if you want to make money while you sleep, because you can't work forever. Again, this is Kay back at it with a new video. Take care, guys.